Alright, we're on day 2 now of the convention, starting at the AVW booth, showing off one of their over-under conveyors. These are also the original dual belt conveyor manufacturer. I find that logo kind of cute. Pretty cool. The kind of curved design reminds me of NCS Shadow. This is also their extended height brush, which is, wow, that thing is big. For context, I am 6'0", and this thing is probably like 3/4 my size. This is also their retractable mitter option. I would imagine you would probably use a retractable mitter for polishing steps, not included in all top washes. Your AVW drying system. Now I only see these on like areas that have cold weather problems. These are heat blowers, basically. Kind of reminds me of the Tommy mirror detailer design here. And of course, you got the top brush version right here. Of course, your conveyor exit light, of course. I didn't get a good look at the tandem yesterday because it was so crowded, so might as well do it before it gets crowded. This is the tandem Surfline. This is the predecessor to the Pro Touch tandem, which I've never filmed, but I filmed a handful of Surflines before. Always love the new gantry designs from PDQ. I'm assuming that this can be equipped with Swing Air, the motion drying system. Turtle wax. That's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. And then we got the 360 over here. 360 Plus. Also with the updated gantry design. Just running a few demos right now. The thing I love about the new PDQ Laser Wash 360s is the fluid motion. Like every movement on this thing is precise and very smooth. It's able to round corners evenly, giving all surfaces even coverage. Of course, if you have a bug prep spray, it would come out of these nozzles. Of course, you got your ultrasonic vehicle sensors. I'm guessing that's part of the sizing system. Well, there you go. Didn't get a good look at this yesterday. Smooth.
It looks like most of the guys really, whether it's the nozzle itself, and I don't know if that's because of maybe there's some, is it really that they're too rusty, or is it because of the, rest they're using and mild steel on their, but then also like why is it right here, so.
I mean, I see like the ones for like $3.
So that's how I guess it's able to overcome obstructions if it doesn't catch it. Which of course reduces operator trips to the site to go reset the system or potentially lowers repair costs. Because these things do happen, unfortunately. I remember seeing the HMI screen on a Wraith Wash 360. There's one on the Tandem as well. I'm assuming they're mostly identical. So this is the Bellinger section of the OPW section. They're showcasing some of their Bellinger tunnel stuff over there. But I don't think I showcased this section all too well, so I wonder if this one's on demo too. Oh, that's cool. I love the avatar. That's cute. Oh, that's awesome.
Making out.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Outfit.
Right, here was that Bellinger tunnel I was telling you about, Bellinger equipment. Almost all of the stuff from OPW has a patent pending going on. For those who don't know, I mean, most of my viewers already know this, but another company, Motor City Washworks, who I'm going to show later in this video, was actually started by former Bellinger employees, and hence why some of their designs look very similar. Soft polyflex. The showcasing the rinse arches here. You guys can really see the similarity designs between Motor City Washworks and Bellinger with these nozzles here, although they have evolved as well. And of course, here is Bellinger's signature spin light technology. You guys might know I did film a Bellinger spin light tunnel at Balboa Express in San Diego. Was quite interesting, I must say. Here is the demonstration part of it of the Hydrospay Barracuda that I failed to grab yesterday.
Is now being rinsed.
Pretty much almost identical to a Bellinger Condor. I'm sure some of the technology is different though.
A clear coat protectant is now being applied.
Couldn't even cut that, right? That's way too big for us.
A total surface protection is now being applied. A triple foam product is now being applied. A clear coat protectant is now being applied.
Oh, seems like most of the companies that have this audio system are using the same speakers, and they work quite well. So
spot-free rinse water is now being applied.
Main differences I'm seeing between this and the Condor is, of course, the freestanding frame, whereas opposed the Condor is mounted completely overhead. Lighting system is also a bit different. If this is meant to be a spot-free rinse press, this is quite thorough. This might be good for like a low volume site with people who want concentrated, longer wash cycles.
Please exit the wash. Please exit the wash. Please exit the wash.
So I showed the Insta-Ball booth in the day one video, but I don't think I showcased this one all that well. I've seen this on the M-Wash Pro 3 that I filmed in, I think it was, forgot the city, somewhere in LA County. That's pretty cool. I've also seen some where you can get, where you can also get like these same screens for the size here. That's pretty cool. Alright, so this one's new blood for me. I'm not sure which country these guys are based out of, but I have seen some of their machines running on YouTube before. I guess they're making expansion in the US. Now this is cool. I'm guessing that this is 3D printed. Sweet. That's awesome. Yeah, this is how you attract customers right here in this day and age with the ADHD generation myself. Alright, so now we're at the Motor City Washworks booth, which I actually went by yesterday, but I for some reason didn't grab footage of. This is their Super Shiner. I can see they've kind of changed up the design of the dry and shine. Like you've got this section that's not as long, and then this side for the sides and the other parts of the windshield. That's awesome. Of course, you've got the Air 1 series with some newer nozzle design. I'm not sure how new they are. The standard profilers. You got your air gates right here. Of course, you got your sensors here to tell the system when the nozzle should retract. So I guess this is their newer flip nozzle design, which I'm not sure how new it is, but that's pretty cool. Got these half-moon shaped rinse arches. You got the axis up here. I've actually never seen one up close up until I came here. I've seen them in action though. I wish we used one at our wash. Of course, you got the Minda belt, which I think Splash Car Wash in Beaumont and Woodcrest uses. You got the GT300 wraps on display here, of course. Got the rocker washers here. At Fast 5 Express, we call these the low boys. Of course, you got the Bulldog tire scrubbers down here. And I'm not sure, I'm assuming this brush design is relatively new because I knew they had the crossovers. And they also had the dually, so I'm guessing that this is a new design of theirs. I can see they took inspiration from the Sonny's Omni.
So when they come back, you don't have as much of the kill as you would if you were down less. Kind of the same.
something relatively new. You see that this one's at an angle here to effectively wash the lower sides and rockers of vehicles. This is a version of the dry and shine material, although it's pretty sure. For a minute, I thought this was like a shiner, but I realized that this is a tire brush. I've seen a few other countries have washes that use this material. I've never seen one in the U.S. before. Sweet, that's cool. I really wish the vacuum nozzles that we have like this had this feature. At Alpha, because when they're turned off at night, they tend to like to fall out. That is a really good idea. So we are now in the NCS section. This is the NCS Shadow line of equipment, which is starting to pop up in my neck of the woods. All stainless steel design. You can see another version of the Sunny's Omni, which is obviously part of the NCS Shadow line, except you have turbo nozzles on this one. Usually the ones I see are 0 degree. Directly next to the NCS Shadow line is the MacNeil line. I can tell that they took inspiration from the Sonny's arcade arch. Almost looks pretty similar, except you have curved panels as opposed to the rectangular ones. This is the RS400 rocker panel washer. The MacNeil Superflex wrap. I'm not sure what this model is. I'm sure the CVU screen will tell us. I'm not going to sit here and watch the whole video. Then we got some stuff from International Drying Corporation, obviously also part of NCS. See, you can tell they took inspiration from the Sonny's Mammoth, except the nozzle designs are significantly different or easier to remove than the Mammoths.
That's going to save on that, because normally this will come with a starter now. Have all the starters in it.
The other side, you got your air gates on display. Of course, got this design here. I'm sure it's only angled like this for display. Huh, very cool. So this is the Soft Gloss Max 5 I showed in day one, but I failed to show the actual sign here, given the different options that operators can purchase. This is the Premier booth with the Premier Evolution dryers. I talked to these guys yesterday, I didn't grab footage. So this is the oscillating model, it moves back and forth. This one is a flip nozzle, but it doesn't oscillate. So we're looking at about 80, low to mid 80s. EcoMax is actually very new. So now we are at American Car Wash Systems, a booth I didn't actually spend a whole lot of time in yesterday, but that's going to change right now. I think these guys follow my Instagram account, because it looks oddly familiar. Always a fan of the red, white, and blue lighting. Huh. Another product inspired by the Sunny's Omni, except that the nozzles are horizontal rather than vertical. Pretty cool. These look pretty much identical to the Bellinger side-to-side emitter. Cool. And here's another system that I've never seen out in the field, but I know exists. The 3B Nexus Crossfire with the 3B patented F5 orbital spray heads. Zero lubrication involved means that there's less maintenance and less to go wrong, which is different from Magic Wand's design back in the day.
What is roughly something like this retail? Just this.
It's cool. And they also have a extra large version for truck washes and things of that nature. As I mentioned, there's zero extra lubricants involved, which means less to go wrong and less maintenance. And I'll showcase the other products at the booth while I'm at it, because they probably won't be at the Vegas show next year. They only kind of operate out here on this side of the country. This is a grill blaster, and this is the Crossfire XL with the same F5 orbital spray heads. Has an industry-leading 3-year warranty. I wish we had one of these at my home to wash our RV. So this is American Changer's new vending machine that has just hit the market this year. It should be the inside, but the gentleman here was just telling me that you can fit different types of products in here. You can adjust the size. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I showed the Mark 7 booth earlier, and I'm going to go back to the Choice Wash XT because the screens are actually got some fun facts on this. But this is the Jet Wash, which is the self-service line from Mark 7. Of course, you have what I assume is a CryptoPay card reader that I'm not sure if it's standard or if it's offered as a retrofit for older units. Right, and you have this on light, which indicates if you're ready. Obviously, credit card readers are now being retrofitted on older self-service car wash systems. Keep up with the times. I'm not sure if this is a Mark 7 hose or this is Mark 7 wand, but I'm guessing that you could use this for triple foam or pre-soak or whatever. Very cool. Also, they have the back able to be opened. So that's what the back looks like. Pretty neat. So these screens here, according to the guy I was just talking to, are actually experimental, so they're not available for purchase yet, but at some point they will be. And if you stand on this platform, you're going to see what that guy just triggered. Like what you see, learn more here. So this will showcase the different screens that they have available right now. Well, not yet, but... I actually really like these. I hope that they eventually make it all the way through development and show up to the public eventually. That was the timer button. I don't know if stop... I couldn't get stop to show... Oh, there it goes. That's cute. So yeah, this is experimental as of this recording, so I don't know if by the time this shows up that they'll have released it. But at some point I was told they want to make it available for the AquaJet XT, but it will probably first release on the Choice Wash and the Soft Wash. Pretty cool. Alright, so these are the Vortex side nozzles, which, as many of my viewers know, became prominent going all the way back to the merchandiser era. and they're still very much a thing today with the newer blower motors, which I've showcased in many of my videos. This is the one on display for the soft line tunnel. Alright, here's one that I really wanted to showcase yesterday, but I ran out of time, so here we are today.
You have selected premium wash. Please deposit money or insert credit card. You have selected deluxe wash. Please deposit money or insert credit card. You have selected wash and wax.
Anything particular,
Please
Jake?
deposit money or
Not
insert
at the
credit
moment,
card.
just kind of trying all of them out. So that gentleman was answering some of my questions, and regarding this one, this is actually Standard Chains Maker's replacement unit for the Wash Select payment, the Unitech Wash Select 2, which they are no longer supporting. So this door could be a retrofit kit, or you can install a brand new one just like it. So it doesn't sound like this one has voice prompting, or that this one's turned off. Okay. Pretty cool. And then this one is the one I was really interested in getting some footage of. This one is completely cashless. It does kind of remind me of the really old Mark 7 pay station that I filmed in Colton. Well, that's pretty cool. So this one also has voice prompting, but I guess it's turned off on this particular unit. Pretty cool. I've actually seen one of these on YouTube before. I've never seen one in person. I like this one. Kind of reminds me of the old Ryko dollar bill accepted coin box and TT design. And on the inside, you can have 2 coin hoppers, one with quarters or one with tokens if you want. Pretty cool. I didn't realize this when I was at the NS booth a couple days ago, or yesterday, but let's go ahead and test out this conveyor. Gotta turn it to hand. Alright. Now let's fire a roller. That's conveyor speed 1. Now you ever want to see a real-time conveyor speed adjustment? This is maximum conveyor speed, level 4. Now let's call up a roll at the maximum speed. So it occasionally misses. Maybe it's just a demo mode.
I can ask somebody. I'll go ask him.
You will have this one too. You will have the rest.
Yeah, everything.
Alright, so the show closes in 30 minutes, but I'm just about to head out. Final thoughts. Getting to attend this show, I've wanted to attend it for many years, and finally getting to do it. Not to mention me flying out by myself and achieving all these things in my life. This is one of the happiest moments of my life. I met so many people. I met Marius, also known as Car Wash Doctor. Many of you guys on my channel know who he is. I met NC Swansons and also Car Washes of Texas on YouTube. So it was great meeting other enthusiasts and getting to know the industry from a professional perspective, and I look forward to attending in Las Vegas. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this 2-part video, and that's it.